It is April 15th. It's typically a day when people are just starting out on the trail and to do their through hike, and so I feel blessed in a sense that I'm way ahead of some of the main crowd, and definitely got to jump on things, which is going to give me a little bit more leeway down the road. So I'm just leaving Damascus. I had a couple days of really good downtime. My body was not doing well. My knees were hurting, my hips were hurting, my back was hurting, and I just pushed myself too hard. I feel clean shaven, so I'm ready to go out. I thought summer was here, or spring was here, but this morning it's 39 degrees, and it's supposed to warm up. It's supposed to be cloudy. I see rain in the distance. I certainly hope I don't get rained on today, but I had thoughts of maybe getting my spring gear and load out, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it's a little early with 39 degrees. That's down here. It's going to be cold 10 degrees colder up in elevation. So hopefully that sun comes out and warms it up a little bit. Right now I'm hiking. So it was interesting, the visit, because one thing is that my video for my phone is starting to fill up. So I had to figure out how am I going to clear all my videos and keep my videos archived for myself. I ended up going to get a USB drive, and I found a computer, and I was able to transfer all my files over. So I'm getting close to, that's a little bit delay for the videos, but I'll be going through deleting some of the videos now, so that I can clear up a room in my phone. Alright, so that's it for now. Some other interesting developments, but I'm not going to talk about that right now, but other than I'm heading up to Grayson Highlands, where the ponies are. After that we're going to go on to Troutdale and then Marion. So I think in Marion is about 4 days away. So onward, north in Virginia. Here we go. I'm walking along this path, and all along me is this raging river. It's just incredible. Looks like it's part of some of the Damascus water going down in the town area. Just a lot of water, and I thought maybe it was part of the new river, but I'm not sure what it is. But sure is pretty. Hey, listen, I'm hiking up the big climb for the day. And the other day, we were on top of, I can't remember.
Bald.
Big Bald.
Yeah.
And Cushy Life was coming at me like this. And somebody probably thought, oh, is she going to punch him out or what? But, you know, so here it is. Here's Cushy Life right over here. This is all about the way we greet each other. That's like our handshake out here. And the reason that started that way is because there's usually a breakout of norovirus out on the trail. And it's also about cleanliness. People don't have really an opportunity to wash their hands. So the norovirus is a real thing. It's not fun. If you get sick, it's terrible. But anyway, this is Cushy Life. I want to introduce her. She's been hiking on and off with me. But just tell me a little bit about yourself,
So
please.
we started around the same time we met in Gatlinburg. I started on the 28th of February, and my name is Cushy Life because I like to take it easy on the trail. I have hiked all the same miles that you have in the same amount of time, but about half the nights I've stayed in hotels or houses or hostels, and I love hiking. I have, let's see, the reason why I am hiking the trail this year is my youngest child is graduating from college, and in December we sent in our final college payment. And I'm only 51, and my husband still has years of work, and he wants to work. And I've been an at-home mom. I felt like my career had kind of come to an end, and I was ready to retire, and I didn't know what to do. And my husband and I had a long discussion about what comes next in life, and he said, you know, I know you've dreamed about the Appalachian Trail, and if you're waiting for me to retire to do it with you, don't, because I want nothing to do with it. So go do it now and enjoy yourself. And here I am enjoying every single day.
But you know, I saw you the very first time I saw you was for a YouTube video, and wasn't it Sarah Hikes?
That's Sarah Hikes NH is my
name,
because I'm from New Hampshire.
So first of all, hi, my cousin Sarah. Here's another powerful Sarah in my life here. So, and I'm sure you're good with that. But anyway, tell us a little bit about how we can get to your videos and stuff, because I'd like to. I'm sure Sarah, my cousin, probably can go check you out.
Well, so I'm Sarah, S-A-R-A, Hikes NH, New Hampshire, and I'm just doing a daily vlog, and I think that women my age might be interested in my vlog because I've been learning things about body image, my own body image, and my own strength, and what my body is doing for me on this trip, and it's been pretty impactful for me.
So how could we go find your video?
Right on YouTube, Sarah Hikes NH.
Sarah Hikes NH, YouTube.
There you go.
All right, so, but anyway, not just women. I'm sure there are plenty of men watching you too.
There might be. I don't know.
Sure.
It's been really, really nice, the support I've had on the trail, both from my friends that I know and from people on YouTube.
Anyway, I just wanted everybody to know this is another person that's on the trail with me. Lots of us good people out here.
That's right.
All right, so we'll see y'all later down the trail. Look at how beautiful it is up on top of this Virginia mountain. We've been climbing all morning, but look at how beautiful it is.
She asked me constantly if I met you.
It is pretty. I like the little communities, little houses and stuff with the yards all cleaned up.
Janice.
We got Cushy and Hungry Man over there.
Hi. Hi, Mom.
So Hungry Man and I met each other all the way back at the NOC. I think it was the first time. And we've just been crossing paths and fist pumping and saying hey. And today's the first day we're actually...
What a beautiful day. Even got signal up here. So here's a great water source. It's coming down off the mountains. Some people, they fill up their bags and then they put the filter on it and then they squeeze it into the bottles. That's what I just did right here. I filled up my bag and I put my filter on it. But Hungry Man's got a different way of doing it. You can see he's filling up his bottle there, and he sticks his filter right on top of the water bottle.
It's good to go.
And that way he can just drink out of the filter just like that, and he doesn't have to worry about it. The water in the bottle is dirty, but coming out of the filter it's clean. The only bad thing about it is he has to let the pressure go occasionally so that the bottle doesn't collapse.
And it ruins your bottles by squeezing them over and over and over again.
Yeah. All right. We're on the Graceland Highlands, and it's known for their wild ponies. And we're finally coming up to them, and I was told that we can't get our summer gear until you're petting ponies. So here comes our first ones. We've got, oh, looks like we get about, there's one. And there's several more up here. Come on, let's go get some ponies. All right, which one of you is my pack mule? All right. Wow. This is Comer Fall, right off of the Appalachian Trail. Beautiful. I'm on a bridge. You can see down too. Actually coming all the way up this hill, I could hear the rush of this water, and I knew it was going to be a good one. You kind of wonder, where the heck does all this water come from? We're almost on top of a mountain, yet there are tons of little springs in these mountains. They combine together to give this much water coming down this mountain. It's incredible. What a view. Some of you may be wondering, what's the difference between North Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia, which I've all finished now, to Virginia. Everybody says Virginia is a place to make up some miles, and it's relatively flat, but the reality is there's a lot of hills, there's a lot of climbing, but this trail is a pretty nice trail right now, but I know I have to climb here in a few minutes. It's lots of rhododendrons, and it's right after this falls that I showed you. So I've got 5 more miles to go today. I've already put 15 in. I'm doing a 20. Tomorrow we're going to jump off trail and go down to Marion, clean some of the laundry again. It's a constant battle. Also get some good food and a good shower, which we all look forward to. It's going to be Hungry Man and myself jumping off, but also I know that several people are meeting there. Mighty Blue's going to be there, and some other people. So, should be a good time. Well, that's what happens when you look at weather patterns and people start to bunch up, and you create these clusters of people. They're called bubbles. So our little bubble is about 20 people right now. It's kind of a nice group, and not sure how many of these people for this little bubble is going to stay with us and go down to Marion, but we'll see. Looking forward to it. Maybe even a little steak. All right, I'm out. Good morning, everybody. Woo! It's Thursday. We're going into Marion. I just saw a deer run across the trail in front of me. Pretty interesting. It's not even 7 o'clock this morning. I've been up for a couple hours already. Today is a hike down to Marion, but mainly to Partnership Shelter, where they actually have pickup from a bus service there real close by, and it takes you down into Marion. So it comes like 3 times a day, 9 o'clock, 11, and then 2. And I was actually the third one, or the fourth one to get out of camp this morning. And it was hiking in the dark. I had my light on, and it was pretty interesting to walk through a cow field, and all the cows were still sleeping. So we'll call this a Nero. I don't know if it's really a Nero. A Nero means you just do a few miles before you take the day off. Well, today's Nero is 10 miles, so that's pretty amazing to think that I'll be in around 11, have the rest of the day, and I've already put 10 miles in. All right, welcome to Virginia. All right, let's go do it. Hey, I've got a fellow hiker here, only he is starting at the midway point at, where is it again?
Harper's Ferry.
Harper's Ferry, which is almost the midway point, and he is going south, and he'll go all the way down to, I don't know if he'll do the approach trail, but, and then you'll pop back up, and then who knows, you might even catch up with some of us in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
But this is another trigger. We all know the other trigger that I've been following with Cushy. But where are you from?
Originally from South Shore, Boston, but I live in North Stafford, Virginia, which is up in northern Virginia.
So it's pretty close here.
Yeah, about 40 miles south of D.C.
Well, why did you try to, decided to do a flip-flop?
Flip-flop? Well, a couple reasons. Number one, the ATC, which is headquartered right there in Harper's Ferry, and you guys will get your picture taken when you go by there. They're advising, or they're encouraging people to do other starts to lessen the impact on the trail, in the stressing out the capacity of the privies, shelters, and all that. But the other reason is my wife has a graduation event at Savannah College of Arts and Design on the 31st of May and the 1st of June. So that's kind of the driver for me to get down there.
So while you're hiking, coming down that trail and everything, I know you've been seeing a lot of northbounders, but tell me, have you hooked up with any southbounders at all?
I did. I've seen just a few. There's a couple that were hiking with the dog, but I think the dog is off. Tree Man and Bobsled, they did a chunk of the trail last year about Daleville, Virginia, up to Katahdin, and then they came back and were heading south, but weather drove them off the trail. So they're attempting to finish it this year, and they're just maybe a day or two ahead of me at this point. And one other guy that actually started at Harper's Ferry, I met him a couple nights back at Jenkins Shelter, and he left on the 23rd of March, and he was already there 460 miles in, so he's flying. He's doing big days.
So it's much harder to find the opportunities to really find somebody to hike with, I imagine.
Yeah,
I mean you're meeting people like when you're doing zeros and stuff in the towns,
Yep.
and that's kind of fun to meet the northbounders, but
Yeah.
it would be kind of nice to have that
But
steady
I'm
hiking
definitely
partner.
hiking my own hike because there's nobody else with me.
So
everybody's going in the other direction.
once you go up to Harper's Ferry and you start going north,
Yeah.
it's going to change totally for you, because you're going to you're going to be hiking with people.
That's correct. Yeah.
So it will be a different story
Yeah,
for you.
looking
I mean,
forward to it, yeah.
I think if you think about it, there will be people that are probably in the Smokies now that will be in that point. And maybe there's people right here that will be at the midway point. But anyway,
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so and I'm sure that your wife's going to support you all the way up there, and hope
She has been with me all the way.
and I hope she comes and picks you up, and you get to have some of those good off days.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've already kind of done that. I've done 3 double zeros with her.
Yeah.
And I started the hike with her. She hiked the first couple days with me from Hoppers Ferry.
Well, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, it was good. She likes backpacking. She doesn't like to do big miles, so we were doing 8 to 10 when we started. But we had some pretty significant weather. And she doesn't do too good in like the 10-degree single-digit stuff. So she went to second night we went to a hostel, and then I just adjusted my hiking plans to be at a good road crossing where she could pick me up, and I just went back to the B&B. So it was kind of, I was carrying my full pack, but it was kind of like a la slack packing, and so I was kind of spoiled until the 5th or the 6th when she dumped me off in Front Royal at Virginia 522 and said, "See ya."
Hey, so I was just thinking, it just popped in my head. We're at a quarter of the way up. You're at a quarter of the way down. When you pop up there, there's a good chance you might want to see some of these people that you're seeing right here.
Yeah.
So.
Unlike you, I'll get 2 pictures.
Yeah.
I got the start picture, and the guy at the ATC said, when you come back, you get another picture too. So
wow, cool.
Harper's Ferry,
All right, well, thank you for the interview, and we wish you all the luck.
Thank you very much. I need it.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to coming up?
Well, actually, I'm looking forward to some more elevation when I get down south.
Oh, you'll get plenty of that.
Yeah, and quite honestly, I'm looking forward to New Hampshire and Maine.
All right.
I know it's the most arduous part of the journey, but it's close to home.
No, I think people say that when you're in Maine, you're like on the home stretch, and especially when you go through the 100-mile wilderness, they say that's just cakewalk before you get there. So, anyway, let's still wish you luck.
All right.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. It is April 20th. Saturday, the day before Easter. I'm on this ridge, just walking along this ridge, but I've been climbing up in mountains above Marion, Virginia. Actually, it's a chilly day. It's supposed to rain 100%. Actually, we just got some snow up here. It was just snowing a little bit, but on my way down to the Settlers Museum, which is kind of a famous old schoolhouse that's on the trail. We'll get some pictures when we get down there, but not a fun day to hike, but I felt like I needed to get on the trail, and unfortunately I haven't been feeling too chipper lately, and my body's a little bit worn down. So let's get down the trail, and hopefully it is a short day, only 11 miles total, so that's the good news. So let's just get on down there. It's been raining all day long. Really terrible. But here is that historic place on the trail. It says, look, right there. There you go. It's ahead on the left, it said. I don't think that's it. That looks like a barn over there. So I'm saying maybe it's just a little bit further ahead. Down here on the left. And it's an old historic schoolroom, I believe, that the church has provided trail magic, but it's also in a museum-like environment where they've kept it looking like a schoolroom, I believe. So we'll find out here shortly. Looks like we're going towards it right now. Hey, I'm here in where the old schoolhouse is, but I ran into a little bit of trail magic here. Yay! We're really happy here, and my compadres over here are heading down the trail a little bit, and then we got another one over here, and then where'd the other one go? She went to the school. She went to school. All right. So how long you guys been here?
It's about 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock this morning, and you said you had how many people come through, or?
More than 20 now.
By now, yeah.
Oh, you know, I appreciate that you're doing this. Believe me, I was the one that complained that coming in, and everything's hurting today. I'm wet. It snowed. It was like not a fun day. So these things are really heaven sent. Believe me, it kind of recharges me, and I'll get going again. And bad knee or not, I'll still hit the trail. You know. And I'm hoping that once I get my pack a little lighter, it's going to be a lot better for me. So I'm only about 7 days out from my summer loadout. So yes, but you said you had somebody in your family hike.
Our second son last year, 2 years ago, did about half of it.
Oh, he did half of it.
Yep.
And
See ya.
See you guys.
Be good.
Nice meeting you.
hey, we'll see you. So how come he quit after half?
He said he was through hiking. When we said,
Oh, he
"That's
was
not what
through
that
hiking."
means." That's not what that means.
Oh, well, you know what? I think that everybody goes through these like days like this, and they say, "Why am I out here?" But anyway, I can certainly understand it. But and halfway is nothing to balk at, because that's a lot of miles. I mean,
Not to make a short story long, but his feet were torn up, and he was off the trail for 10 days because his feet were so bad. He had an allergic reaction to the leukotape, so his feet swelled beyond the Velcro capabilities of the broadest sandal. And so he had to be off trail for 10 days, and he was. And when he got back on, he had lost his groove. He lost his trail groove. And that, we've mentioned that to a couple other people, and they thought that was also a devastating loss.
you know, I understand that, because actually one of the guys that I was hiking with earlier, he was in my original trail family. He had done it 2 years ago, and he quit after 700 because he couldn't catch up with his family.
Lost his trail family.
And
yeah.
and you know, I think that they actually say that the older you are, the more you're easily adaptable. You know, so I'm okay. I'm in the old crowd, so I'll probably make it.
Yeah, you'll find out about it.
You know, if I quit, I have to say, okay, now what? Well, what am I going to go do now? So
So don't quit.
anyway. I appreciate it. What a great little fire you got going over there with the kettles. And this chili is wonderful that you've given me, and I appreciate it.
You're more than welcome.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, what's your names?
I'm Cindy Coakley.
Brian.
Oh, Brian and Sydney?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Coakley.
Oh, Cindy. My sister's name's Cindy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, thanks again.
You're welcome.
I'm inside the historic schoolhouse. I'm right there. Closed in 1937. It's a maintained historic. No fires allowed in the art. I'm kind of chilly in here. I was thinking about stoking a fire up too. They've got some, looks like got some sort of trail magic in here. If you wanted to get some magic. I don't need any of this stuff, because I just had some trail magic next door in that tent. But anyway, donations accepted. All right. That's that. Good morning, everybody. It's Easter Sunday. Oh my God, it's like night and day from last night. It's the sun is out. It's overcast, but it's going to be a good day. I'm here at just getting ready to go under I-81 in Virginia, go into closer to West Virginia, and then hike along those mountains before you come back up towards Roanoke again in Danville, I think it's. But today Easter Sunday, my prayers have been answered. I hit jackpot. As you can see, I found a Zagnut bar. You can't find those things anywhere. So this is my celebration for Easter, is I'm going to enjoy a Zagnut bar. Anyway, hiking on Easter. I did look for church. Nothing around. So it's going to be the mountains for my church today. Alright, happy Easter everybody. We'll see you down the trail. So I'm in the Virginia mountains. Trail's kind of flat today, but over in the through the trees and everything, the hills and the trees and the landscape, beautiful. It's hard to see it, but this is Virginia. I imagine Virginia, I imagine Virginia is more like the PCT, where you don't have the dramatic ups and downs like you do on the Appalachian Trail. So that's at least right here. A lot of small ups and downs, almost kind of like a ridge running, but it's not quite. Just there's some good climbs, but they're not sustained for miles. They're just short climbs, but they're fairly decent climbs still. Kind of had knee problems last couple days, so I'm taking it easy today. It's just after 12, and I think I got about 6 miles in, maybe. So the plan is to go another hour, get me to the 8 mile point, and then there's a shelter at about 14. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay there. I'll probably go on and hit maybe 16 today. Just feel like I've been taking too many short days. And as the weather improves and it's not raining, certainly would be better to get some mileage in. Anyway, still a lot of the same stuff, the rhododendrons and some of the green tunnel stuff. So anyway, if I haven't told you before, 90% of our time usually out here is looking at our feet and where we're stepping. It's the few glances that you have to kind of keep your eyes open and smell the roses and see what's coming up and enjoy the landscape. Anyway, like I said, I'm taking my time today. I'm not flying down these hills, or I'm not trying to push myself up hills. Just a nice walk. I think I'm averaging about 2.3 miles per hour, which is still pretty decent. I'm not going to ever be at the 3 mile an hour point. Those guys are really pushing themselves really hard. But I'm pretty satisfied with 2.3. Alright, let's get down the trail. So there's where I'm going, and this is Virginia. I'll slow down here in a second. It's beautiful here. What a view. I was up on those mountains, came down, now we're going over this other side. Just beautiful. Virginia's for lovers. Okay, this lover is going on.